And I think of what happened in Arizona, right? And yesterday I was thinking of Carlos' walk, and when he's walking, sometimes becomes annoying. It's like one step closer to Washington. Yeah, one step closer to DC, one step closer to DC. It gets old after a while. And then sometimes, he goes and he's like, what would Jesus do? And I'm like, that's a good question. And I thought of what happened in Arizona, and I was like, what would Jesus do? What would he say about what we did? And I thought of what Martin Luther King said himself. It's not my enemies that hurt me, but it's the silence of my friends.
No, go ahead. Say it.
So don't be quiet. Don't leave us alone. Because I'm telling you, it's very hard. And it's very difficult. And this was definitely a very long journey. We're this close. Close to DC, but so far from justice still. And yesterday, Pastor Greg, I don't know, I don't know what happened, but he said something that I hadn't heard in such a long time. And we're about to leave the church, and then he prayed. And then he said, your only status today is as a beloved child. And I went to sleep thinking about that. Because for so many years, my status was of a hated child, of a pushed away child, as not a legitimate child. But that night, I felt as a beloved child. And it's true that, like the song said, it ain't over. It's not going to end on May 1st. This is a long battle. And like any battle for social justice, is a long battle. And we need all of you. The song asks for miracles. You are our miracle. When we left Miami, we knew nobody. People thought that we were going to die of hunger somewhere. We don't even have clothes. Because we come from a place that winter is 60 degrees. And the first time we saw snow, that was the first time one saw snow when it snowed for the first time. And everything was different, but you are our miracle. And this organization is our miracle. So keep on blessing this community. Keep raising your voice. Don't leave us in the dark, because the shadows is a very dark and cold place. And all of you, with your specific and your individual action, you're taking us from that shadow, from that forgotten place, into a place of light. Into a place where our Congress people and our president have to take action. So what we're asking for President Obama is to please stop deporting people like we are. Don't deport students anymore. And please don't separate our families, because the little child that was crying in Albany, the reason why he was crying was because his dad was getting deported. And then he said, this 11-year-old boy said, please give my father a chance. Because if you separate my family, that's going to be the saddest day of my life. So let's make sure that day never happened. That day never happened for him. That day never happened for my nephew, for my niece, for anybody in this country, for any child. And let's make sure that every single individual young person can have the right to dream. Thank you so much.